Hi guys, hope you are having a great time. Thanks a lot for coming to this channel to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. And as you know, in the last video we started this series on basics of script writing, and I'm back with part 2 of that same series. So let's not waste time and jump right into it. I hope most of you might have watched the film which I linked down in the description in the last video, and I'm linking it down in this video also. And maybe some of you all must have read the script which was linked in the description, which is still linked in this description also. And we are talking about basics of script writing, and in the last episode we spoke about the first act of a 3-act structure script, and in today's episode we are talking about the second structure, that is the following structure of a 3-act structure script. As I said in the last episode, that the first act, that is your introduction, will be roughly 25% of your entire script. Well, I have some news for you. The second act of a 3-act structure comprises of major portion of your script. Basically, this is the main core of your film, the main core message that you want to deliver through your film, which comes in the second act. According to the same math, it will be 50% of your entire script. And the second act of the 3-act structure is conflict. You can also call it a middle. Yeah, some people like to call it the middle of a script. So the first act is introduction, followed by the second act, that is your conflict. And today's episode we are talking about conflict. So what is conflict? As the word suggests, conflict is something that happens, probably something goes wrong, or there's a certain change in your daily routine. So in Mr. Recycler, we saw in the introduction that the boy was sitting next to a river stream and fishing, and then he removed the hook out, put a fresh bait and started fishing again. After putting that fresh bait, he waits for a while and takes the hook out, and he sees that the bait is still untouched, like nobody has even nibbled onto it. So that's where a conflict starts. So we see the boy is pretty tensed with the situation, as he can't catch any fish no matter how much he tries. And he notices that even the bait is not being eaten by the fish. And then he takes a closer look at the water, and he notices that there are fish, apparently dead fish, which are there in the river stream, which basically shocks him, because finding dead fish in a stream is something odd for him. And as we know from the introduction that he is here for fishing to catch fresh fish, so the conflict starts here. He has come for fishing, but he is unable to catch any fish, and he notices that there is dead fish here. The conflict further on progresses when he sees a plastic bottle floating in the water, and he immediately understands that this is what is causing the fish to die. In the same shot, he notices a shadow of someone passing, and he looks up, and there's a man dressed in a more urban kind of clothing who's walking along the river bank. And our character, the boy, understands that the bottle was thrown by this person, which is causing the fish to die. The conflict further on builds up, and he's frustrated, so he decides to take action. He grabs a knife which is kept next to him and gets up and starts walking. So in this shot we notice that someone is trying to sneak a peek at the person who was passing from the other side. And now we see that it is our character, the boy, who's visibly frustrated and he's angry. So he starts charging towards the man with a knife in his hand. As he's walking towards the man, he notices that there are more plastic bottles which are thrown all over the place. The man is carelessly walking ahead, whereas our boy can't help but notice all the bottles and all the pollution which is there in that area. So when he looks at all these bottles, that one single bottle from the earlier scene automatically seems very small compared to this big pile of garbage which is there here. And here he feels defeated, he is upset, and he lets off his anger, lets off the knife, and the knife comes down crashing. It is sort of his defeat for not protecting the environment. And our conflict ends over here. And this was the second act of our 3-act structure, which is conflict. So introduction, characters are introduced, plot is introduced, a mood is set. Conflict, wherein things change, regular routine changes, there is change in people's character, there is change in the mood of the film, and this is where the core story of the film lies. The core message of any film lies. So that's it for now. Make sure you come here next week for the third and the final part of this series, wherein we break down this film and try to understand the third and the last act in a 3-act structure. So guys, hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and if you are watching this video and if you haven't subscribed yet and happen to stumble upon this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you get to watch my videos the moment I upload them. And that's it for now. Thanks a lot for spending time with me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.